Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. Crust out your eyes.
You can bring her in. Walking by. Wow. Suzanne Somers just walked in. I'm Sway. Yes.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Oh my God.
Wow. Here, let me help you out here.
Sway's helping out and being a gentleman. That's really nice,
Sway.
Sway. No.
Did you pull your chair out?
No.
Does he call you sweetheart?
No, Suzanne, he comes in, he says, what did you bring from home to eat? And he asked me, how come I'm trying to leave so early?
Well, but you're Suzanne Somers, so it's a difference. You know, I don't see you every day. You know, unless I watch Nick at Night, you know, and I'm watching
That's
Three's
right,
Company.
Nick at Night.
Yeah, right? And I grew up watching Three's Company.
I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It wasn't one of my favorites.
I know. Chrissy in her little sloppy shorts.
Yeah. Used to do a lot of bending over and
No, actually, they used to write in the script, and then Chrissy jumps for joy with glee, because that was when all breasts were real then. And Chrissy would jump, and the breasts would go back and forth and back and forth and up and down and up and down. And I think that's how I got the title Queen of the Jiggle back then.
Queen of the Jiggle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we used to call you Queen of the Jizz. That's what we call her.
Whatever.
Right. Suzanne Somers is here. Good to have you here. You know, your career has, not just as an actress, but as a businesswoman, it was always recognizable, even to a person like me who wasn't in the business at the, you know, at the time. I always took note that, you know, Suzanne Somers is always either writing a book or you know, maybe it's a DVD or there's something going on with you where it seemed like you were trying to help people improve the quality of life.
Yeah. Well, I lost my quality of life for a while, so that's why I start writing about this. It's kind of interesting what happens to women. If you've been around a woman who you just can't understand what is her problem.
That's why you're here today.
Yeah, right.
Can you help us understand?
And for no reason at all, she just breaks into a heap of tears or, you know, whatever the problem is, it's you. It's you.
Yeah.
Well, that's because her hormones are starting to decline. And we all know teenagers have raging hormones and they are crazy and they're unpleasant to be around because they're screaming and yelling and having fits. But when you're, you know, in your 30s or 40s and you do that, it's not so cute.
Yeah, it
is. And it breaks up relationships. You know, a lot of marriages and a lot of relationships break up because the guy goes, what do I need this for? It's just like too much. And we women, when it's happening to us, we don't like it either, but we don't know what's wrong with us. And we go into the corner in a heap of tears and we don't understand what's wrong.
What, you don't believe that either?
Why can't you just drink? Like, that's what I do.
Yeah. Well, that does take the edge off.
Yeah.
And a lot of women start drinking, particularly white wine. Now it's tequila.
And vodka.
Vodka. I drink tequila because there's no sugar in it. And so you don't gain weight from tequila and you don't get a hangover. Anyway, tequila is good. The clear stuff, not the brown.
Yeah,
clear
vodka's clear
stuff. Right. Vodka's clear. But see, do you want to look like a cactus or a potato? Vodka's made from potatoes, so it's fattening, whereas tequila's made from cactus. You know, cactus, and there's no sugar. So that's just something to think about.
So
switch.
Okay, and so the women tend to, you know what, I'm going to open up the phone lines and get this conversation going, because there's probably a lot of women who are tuned in their 20s, their 30s, and maybe early 40s, and even in their late 20s, because I don't think there's a age difference, because women in their teens and their 20s are a trip too. So all right. So, and you got the new book, I'm Too Young for This: The Natural Hormone Solution to Enjoy. What is this?
Perimenopause. Here are the phases of women. We go through puberty, and that's when we get the raging hormones. We all know what that feels like. Then you go through a period of bliss. That's when we got all our juice. We feel like having sex all the time. Our skin is beautiful. Our hair is beautiful. We're in a good mood. Everything's happy. We can reproduce, and we feel really proud of ourselves, and we have a lot of sex with our husband or partner or whatever.
Yeah.
And then one night, you don't know when it's coming. You wake up and you itch, or you're sweating, or you start gaining weight, or you're bloating, or your hair isn't what it used to be like, and that's the beginning. Hormones start sucking the life out of you.
Oh.
Wow.
So this book is how to put them back a blood test and you put them back exactly what you're missing, and you get to feel perfect again. And you do it by going to a website called foreverhealth.com. It's a consortium of doctors who have specialized. They're hormone doctors. They get it, because if you go to a regular doctor, they go, what? Because they don't study in medical school. And it's a free service. Yeah. And you go to that website, and they'll hook you up with a qualified hormone doctor nearest you. They'll also set you up, if you want, to have a blood test, which is like, I think it's around 135, which is really reasonable for a blood test. And then they have a scientific advisory board of 26 doctors and professionals that will interpret it for you. Now, that's the hardest part.
That's why. Well, let's
if
talk.
You can get that. That's the hardest part.
That's the first phase.
Okay.
All right. So wait. Suzanne Somers has joined us.
Yes.
I do not want to cut you off.
Okay.
By the way, she looks awesome. If you want to talk to her, 888-742-3345.
I don't know. I just start moving and everything falls into place.
That's so true.
That's classic Three's Company.
See, that would have been written in the script. And now, Chrissy jumps for joy.
What a glee. Can you still do the jump? The Chrissy jump?
Yeah, no.
You can't do that at all. You look great. Nothing's changed.
They're still real.
They're still real?
Yeah, right.
I don't believe you. Let me test for myself.
Oh, my God.
See?
I'm joking.
See, there you go. See, it's good. Was it good for you?
Yeah. That was a great. They're real. Take my word for it. Real quick before we get to what we were talking about, John Ritter was such a
genius,
brilliant.
A genius physical comic. It was interesting. Great physical comics are actually it's choreographed. They're dancers. And it's not that he was a trained dancer, but he would work out a pratfall in the way a choreographer would map it out. And then each time it would be perfect. It was brilliant. I never could do that, the kind of pratfalls that he did.
Yeah, but he couldn't jiggle like you jiggled.
He could not.
No, he could not.
What we had, though, was amazing chemistry.
Amazing chemistry. Yeah. Don Knotts,
awesome.
Janet.
Joyce DeWitt.
Joyce DeWitt, yeah. Even in there, she was always the forgotten one. Now, we forgot her name. That's not.
You got it confused with Walona from Good Times.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Janet DeWitt.
But truly, that show is just such a legendary classic show. Suzanne Somers has joined us. I'm too young for this. The natural hormone solution to enjoy perimenopause.
Right.
All right. Now,
you're going to be happy you know about this.
I try to understand women often.
Yeah.
I work with two every day.
Every day.
And
they look very balanced to me.
Don't believe the hype. You guys have any questions?
Yeah, I want to know, because you kind of say women, but is it different depending on ethnicity?
No.
It's the same.
No, women are women.
No, in terms of your hormones, you said putting it back. So any women of any color.
And any woman, we're all the same, exactly the same. So I got you to the website for the doctor. Now you found the doctor and you got a blood test.
Okay.
That's the hardest thing about this whole thing. So that wasn't so hard, was it? Now they give you these creams, and every day all you do is you rub on your estrogen cream, the amount that you need. You and I are different in that our needs are different. You rub on 2 weeks a month the amount of progesterone cream that you need, determined by your deficiencies. And every day you rub on testosterone cream, the amount that you need. And your sex drive comes back, you're kind of rocking. Everything goes back to normal. Your moods normalize. You get to sleep without waking up. You don't have hot flashes. You have to eat right. Right means food without chemicals. If eat real food, if you can pick it, pluck it, milk it, or shoot it, you can eat it like food that nature made. And if you can try to get it organic, it would be so much better for you so your intestines don't get all messed up. When the intestines get inflamed from chemicals, it's like putting little pieces of barbed wire in your intestine. It like tears it up inside, and then the immune system is here. Most people never think about where their immune system is, but your immune system is in your intestines, 70% of it. And that's where you make your serotonin, which is your feel-good hormone, which talks to your brain. And when you're not getting that connection, that's when you want to drink a lot, because you need what they call a dopamine hit. And if you need a dopamine hit, that means all your hormones are off. And so it's better to want to drink just because you feel like drinking rather than needing to drink to feel good.
To feel good. Yeah.
Right.
So let's go back to the sex thing.
Yeah.
So did that work for you? Like, are you does right now, is your libido the same as it was?
Better.
It's better now?
Better.
Like on an average, like weekly, 2, 3, 4 times a week?
A couple of times a day.
Oh.
Suzanne Somers, you're having sex a couple of times a day?
Yes, but I have a very horny husband who's on hormones.
Damn. I'm in. Is that your husband right here?
There he is.
Oh, whoa, my man. Yeah.
I need horny ones.
Oh, really? Yeah, man. Shake your hand, brother. You all right with me, stud?
But it's great to be alive while you're alive. And a sexual person is a healthy person. Because if you feel like it, that means you're in good health. Everything's working right. All the juices are right. So this is the best thing I ever did for myself. That's why I want all young women, I want you all to know what's coming and how to fix it so you never have to be less than the wonderful person that you are.
But you said what's coming at what age?
Can start as early as 35. Sometimes it starts earlier. Stress accelerates it. Chemicals accelerate it.
Okay.
The environment accelerates it. We're just the planet is in bad shape right now, so you got to help it out. And it's sort of in a way tricking your body into thinking it's young forever. And people say to me, well, what's natural about that? But we trick our bodies into living longer now than ever. We're supposed to, like, I should be dead, according to what they teach at medical school, but I'm going to live to be 90, 100, 110, but I want to get there healthy.
In a healthy way. We have Nellie on the phone from the Bay Area. Say hello to Suzanne Somers. You have a question?
I do. Hi, Suzanne. I
Hi.
really love watching you as a young person, and I'm so glad to get to talk to you now. I have a question about hormones and the link between certain cancers and hormones. So for folks who may have had breast cancer in their family, I in particular have had that, and my cousin had a form of breast cancer that fed on hormones. So would you advise women to make sure they get their breast exams or their mammograms or do certain other testing if they feel like cancer might run in their family before they try any hormone therapy?
Well, what I did, I had breast cancer, and the doctors that tell women who've had breast cancer that they can never take hormones are really doing their patients a disservice, in my estimation, because it's a lack of understanding that it's balance that prevents cancer in the first place, and it's balance that prevents a recurrence. So I was told after I had cancer that I could never take hormones again, but I already knew so much about hormones that I said, I can't do that. And my doctor said, well, you're going to die. I said, you know what? I really think I'll die if I do what you want me to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that a young woman who's oozing estrogen doesn't get cancer. It's when we either have a genetic predisposition that is an aberration, or we are exposed to a lot of chemicals, or we're at the end of our reproductive years, which is starting earlier now, that we start getting our cancers. Read my book so that you get a real sense of the kind of doctor to talk to, because once you've had cancer, did you have chemotherapy?
It wasn't me. It was a cousin who had hormone receptor positive type breast cancer.
Okay, that's what I have. It's called estrogen dominance, and there's such a misnomer about estrogen dominance. What estrogen dominance means is you're not making enough progesterone, and progesterone is your anti-carcinogenic component of a woman's hormones, so that if you don't have progesterone, you're setting yourself up for a recurrence. So she should really educate herself. I've done a lot of work, and my work is through doctors, so I think that it would help her a lot. I don't give advice, but I'm so happy I'm on hormones.
You know what, Nellie? Have her get the book. I'm Too Young for This, The Natural Hormone Solution to Enjoy Perimenopause. All right, Suzanne Somers has joined us. I want to thank you for coming by. You have one question you want to ask her.
Because I'm mad because Suzanne is having sex more often than me. I'm in my 20s. I don't want to put my age on blast. But how long? What you doing, HB? What you doing, HB? But my question is, when do the hormones not stop working? Like, can you be a horny-ass 99-year-old banging your husband out?
Yeah. Yes. And that's only if you are replacing them. But once you start replacing them, there's no end. You replace for the rest of your life. So I'm going to be a real curiosity in my 90s. I'll come back if you're all here.
Yeah. Hopefully we are. And I like how you put that. Are you going to be banging your husband now? Yeah. He's right here. It's like, in the 90s. Suzanne Somers, listen, it was a pleasure and an honor to make your acquaintance.
Yes, you're a doll.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
bucket list moment.
Yeah,
right
who thought
here.
you'd be talking about perimenopause this morning?
With you, of all people, damn,
Right.
thank you.
Come and knock on my door. One more thing. SuzanneSomers.com. I'm going to sell something, but it's something you really want to know. You know, in our cell phones.
Yes.
There's more electromagnetic rads in this than in a microwave oven. And you know that you wouldn't want to put your head next to a microwave oven all day. It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So if you go to SuzanneSomers.com and you click on Matrix, and it's under $50 shit.
Thank you.
This Suzanne how nice
Suzanne Somers said
I like that she said shit.
Okay, see this little thing here?
Yeah.
This will protect you from electromagnetic rads by 98%.
So you just put it in your phone?
You put it in your phone, and all the testing is there, and the scientist is on explaining it so that he can explain it better than me, but this is the best $50 you'll ever spend.
SuzanneSomers.com. How much money have you made? I mean, my gosh.
I hope as much as you.
Okay. No, you don't. Trust me.
This is what I love about America. You can come from nothing, and if you work hard and got some good ideas, you can make it happen. And I am a capitalist, and I really like being a capitalist.
That's what's up. Suzanne Somers.
And
absolutely.
I'm enjoying my life.
Absolutely. And to your husband, thank you for bringing her to us. All right,
Thanks.
we're going to
You're all darling.
Thank you very much.
I wish you all much success.
We got to take a
and
picture.
girls,
Hold
good
up.
luck.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.